financial management. For many years, the city's economy was fueled by the local timber industry. With recent declines in the industry, Forks has had to rely on the nearby Clallam Bay Corrections Center and Olympic Corrections Center as a source of jobs. Forks is a popular destination for sport fishers who fish for salmon and rainbow trout in nearby rivers makeup of the city was 51.5% male and 48.5% female. Let's skip past the 2000 census. Let's go on to tourism. On the south end of town is the Forks Timber Museum, constructed in 1990 by the Forks High School carpentry class. The 3,200 square foot building provides a look back into the local history of the timber industry, loggers of the past and their tools of the trade. The museum has exhibits depicting local history dating back to the 1870s. Depending on the person, there are several things to do in Forks. For the teenage group, there is a group called the Rainy Day Gamers. These gamers gather every Friday at the ICN building, located a couple blocks away from the stoplight at 71 North Spartan. For others, Forks serves as the hub for numerous day excursions to the Hoh Rainforest, the Pacific beaches, and various wilderness trails. A large percentage of Forks visitors are fans of Stephenie Meyer's Twilight series, which is set in the town. The Twilight series of books have sold over 100 million copies and have spawned a series of successful films. Tours are available of locations that resemble the places described in Meyer's books, although the movies were not actually filmed in Forks. The average annual number of tourists visiting the town rose from 10,000 before Twilight to 19,000 in 2008, the year of the first film, and 73,000 by 2010. Geography and climate. Forks has an oceanic climate in a temperate rainforest with very high rainfall, although there is drying trend in summer. Rain is still abundant, just not as wet as the rest of the year. Forks averages 212 days per year with measurable precipitation. The Olympic rainforest surrounds the town. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 3.65 square miles, all of it land. So, there is a lot more, and of course there